reproductive tract infections, HIV, and AIDS, and other sexually transmitted infections. Sa Republic Act 9710, Prevention and Management of Reproductive Tract Infections, including sexually transmitted diseases. Almost verbatim, kinopya lang. Makikita nyo, kinopya lang doon sa Republic Act 9710. Elimination of violence against women. Doon sa, siyempre pag nakita, uy, maganda yan. Elimination of violence against women. Pabor ako dyan. But tingnan nyo sa Republic Act 9710. Violence against women and children, etc., etc. Nandun na rin. Letter G, sa RH Bill, Education and Counseling on Sexuality and Reproductive Health. Sa Republic Act 9710, the state shall provide women in all sectors with appropriate, timely, complete, and accurate information and education on all above stated aspects of women's health in government education training with due regard to the following: person's sexuality, etc. Andun na rin. Sunod, treatment of breast and reproductive tract cancers and other gynecological conditions. Nasa RH Bill yan. Pag nabasa mo yan, sabihin mo, ay, pabor ako dyan. But then, pag tinignan niyo yung 9710, existing law, prevention and management of reproductive tract cancers like breast and cervical cancers and other gynecological conditions and disorders. Andun din, it's also there. Tapos, male responsibility and participation, ito, prevention and treatment of infertility and sexual dysfunction. RH, pag nabasa ito ng mga kalalakihan na gusto magkaanak, sabihin nila, ay, maganda ito, pabor ako dyan. But then, nasa Republic Act 9710, Prevention and Management of Infertility and Sexual Dysfunction. So it's there already. Sunod, reproductive health education for the adolescents. Sa 9710, Family and State Collaboration in Youth Sexuality Education. Andun din sa Sexuality Education. Tapos, sunod, sa RH Bill. Yung RH Bill po, yung medyo dark, no? Mental health aspect of reproductive health care. Sa 9710, intervention of mental health problem of women and children. And then, sa reproductive health bill, maternal, infant, and child health and nutrition, including breastfeeding. Ano nakalagay dito? Sa Republic Act 9710, maternal care to include pre- and postnatal services to address pregnancy and infant health and promotion of breastfeeding. And then finally, sa RH Bill, Family Planning, Information and Services. Sa Republic Act 9710, Responsible, Ethical, Legal, Safe, and Effective Methods of Family Planning. So it's very obvious that it's already existing. Nilagay nila itong mga what I would call positive provisions in order to sugarcoat yung provision that a lot of people find objectionable. And that is the allocation of billions of pesos of money for the purchase of contraceptives and condoms. So makikita nyo, di ba ganyan minsan ang ginagawa ng tao? Talagang mag-aayos ng gusto, gagamit na kung ano ng mga bagay-bagay para maitago yung kanyang tunay na karakter at yung kanyang tunay na personalidad. Yung pala, maskara lang. May maskara siya. Pag natanggal yung maskara, andun yung objectionable part of that person. The objectionable part of that bill. Andito, adolescent and youth reproductive health, prevention and management of reproductive tract infection, inulit din sa 9710, reproductive tract infections. Elimination of violence against women, sa Republic Act 9710, andun din ang elimination of violence against women. Education and counseling on sexuality, nandun din sa 9710. Treatment of breast and reproductive cancer, etc., etc. Parating sinasabi na yung bansa daw na masyadong maraming tao ay hindi maganda. naghihirap daw yung bansa pag mataas ang population. But of course, if we speak of population, the better indicator is not the number ng population, kundi population density. Tama ho ba yun? In other words, number of persons per area. Halimbawa, tayo ngayon dito sa kwarto na ito, maybe we're about 100, 150 dito. Tama-tama sa size ng auditorium yan, sa size ng classroom na ito. However, pag itong grupo na ito ay ilagay mo sa Araneta Coliseum, masikip o maluwag? Maluwag. Pag yung 1 million ilagay mo sa Araneta Coliseum, masikip o maluwag? Masikip. That is what you call population density. So, pagdating sa population density, ang population density ng Pilipinas ay 266 persons per square kilometer. Ilagay natin sa 300. So, pag totoo yung sinasabi nila, yung mga bansa na mas malaki ang population density sa Pilipinas, dapat naghihirap kasi sobrang dami yung tao sa kanilang lugar. Tingnan po natin yung mga bansa na mas malaki ang population density. Macau, population density nila, 20,000. Tayo is about 300. Sino mas mayaman? Macau o Pilipinas? Monaco, population, 16,000. Population density, 16,000. Tayo, 300. Sino mas mayaman? Monaco o Pilipinas? Hong Kong, 6,500 ang kanilang population density. Tayo 300. Sino mas mayaman? Hong Kong o Pilipinas? Singapore, population density, 5,500. Sino mas mayaman? Singapore o Pilipinas? Tapos ilagay, isama mo dyan yung South Korea, yung Taiwan. Taiwan, doble ang kanilang population density. Sino mas mayaman? Taiwan o Pilipinas? Korea, mas mataas ang population density. Sino mas mayaman? Korea o Pilipinas? In other words, hindi naging obstacle sa kanila yung population density nila. And if you ask me, the key to development is not population, whether it's a small population density or a high population density. It is the development strategy and the leadership of that country. Hindi po RH ang pinag-uusapan dyan, kundi yung liderato ng bansa. At pagdating naman sa mga bansa na mas mababa ang population density, at marami din yan, ito po yung mga bansa na mas mababa ang population density. Botswana. Sino mas mayaman? Pilipinas o Botswana? Palagay ko, wala namang comparison. Namibia. Population density lang 2 per square kilometer. Sa lugar yan, pwede kang maglakad, baka wala kang makasalubong na tao sa isang araw. French Guiana, 1.